All right, Cate, just watch our breaststroke here from above the water. You kind of see again what we were talking about underwater, how late that breath is. Okay, your hands are about halfway through that pull, and you can see that your eyes are looking forward and your head's just coming up a little bit late. So there's a couple of different things. Number one, we want to make sure that we're breathing early. But number two, we don't want to be lifting our chin and then dropping our chin for our breath, right? We want to lift that upper body. Lift your shoulders and let that head stay right in line with your spine, okay? So let that head stay in line with your shoulders. All comes up, and then as you go forward, you're going to roll your shoulders forward, and that head's going to fall back in the water right between your streamline. So work on not lifting your chin up and work on just getting a little bit higher. You can see how those shoulders right here are perfect, and right here is where that head position should be. So if you wouldn't actually lift the chin up, your head position would be perfect. All right, so again, we kind of talked about this underwater. You can see that you're kind of lifting your hands above the water, and then you're going to go back down. Just push them forward. There's no real reason to take that extra motion to lift above and then back down. You want to make sure your hands are just driving forward, really right at that surface, not necessarily above the surface. But the other thing, you can kind of see that you're already tucking your chin to try to get that head down. Let that head just fall in. It's kind of ironic, though, if you look at the swimmer right next to you, his head's staying right in line the entire time. He's not dropping that chin down. So make sure you just work on letting that head fall in. Okay? As you push forward with that breaststroke, that looks good. You're nice outstretched, but you can see that you've already started that pull. Okay? And as you can see with your feet are just now coming together. So you finish that kick right there, and you're about halfway through that first pull. So we've got to work on just lengthening out the glide. You want to wait till your feet come together. When your feet come together, you're going to start that next kick. Okay? Don't rush your breaststroke. Really, breaststroke is a stroke of timing. So if your timing is off, everything else kind of falls apart. So by finishing your kick, you're actually helping that timing out a lot better. Just finish. You can see as your head starts to go down, right here you've got your eyes down, right? And really pay attention to the CSP, and you'll kind of see what I'm talking about. So as you start to push forward, see that the chin starts to come up because now that C starts to get flatter and flatter and flatter until really you're looking straight forward. So you want to make sure that head stays down as best you can. Finish your kick all the way through, all right? You do a great job of bringing your feet right towards those hips. That's excellent. Your kick is very, very strong. All right, so again, right there, your feet just came together. Right here, you're halfway through that pull, and your eyes are looking forward. All right, so just pay attention to where those feet are when you start the next pull. All right, beginning that turn. Eyes are looking over here and kind of down. What we'd like to see you do is look at that hand that's on that wall. You know, we talk a lot about elbowing your brother, calling your mother. You know, I know you've heard that term just a few times, right? Bring that elbow into your side and then let that hand, you want to watch that hand as it comes off that wall, okay? The other thing we want to do is we want to keep those shoulders right at water depth. So you can see here the middle part of your back is above the water. And the way you're turned over here, you're going to kind of cause a little bit more drag pushing that way. So a couple things. Keep your shoulders at water level. Keep your eyes on your hand. And then make sure that we're not turning our body in bed. Just drop that shoulder and you're going to be perfect. So right here, you do kind of put your head in the right position at the last second. So you go, you're kind of looking up, and that's why we want to watch that hand. You can see that you're looking up, but you're at least got your head in the right position to let that hand slide right behind your ear. But again, you can see that those hands aren't quite streamlined. If I can see two hands underwater, that means you're not one on top of the other. So work on that for us. Great job of streamlining long off the wall. Good dolphin kick. Pull needs to be stronger. And here's where you kind of see those hands are a little bit out to your side, right? Keep those hands in the front of those thighs. Good first stroke. That first stroke was much better than the one underwater. So I like that. But let's look at this. Here's your first pull. Here's where the flags are. Here's where your first pull is. You're probably you're about 2.5 body lengths past that flags. That's outstanding. So well done with your first pull out, or well done with your pull out as far as getting distance in that first stroke. That looks great, Cate. Keep it up.